Well, let me tell you of a time when me and my family overcame a challenge. I remember in 2016 when I was in 8th grade that me and my family, including my sisters, which are living in Chicago and in Medellin, were planning a trip to Orlando. We wanted to visit the parks and we wanted to stay for at least 2 or 3 weeks. So we planned everything. We planned the time, we planned the places, we planned the parks we were going to visit, we planned the hotel, we planned literally everything. But we did not watch out about the weather. So a month before we traveled, we knew that the Hurricane Matthew were going to beat Orlando by the date we were there. So it was a huge problem because it was really dangerous. The hurricanes can do huge things that are not exactly good. and but we just packed our bags and traveled anyways. And when we arrived, I was really fascinating about everything. I remember we visited a Dollar Tree almost like the second day, and I really liked it a lot because it was not so expensive, but it was normal and it had really good things like uh, candies and any others. I remember everything was normal at the start and we could visit the parks normally. One of the attractions I remember the most is from the park Epcot, and its name is the Twilight Tower. It consists of you going up to a tower of approximately 13 floors, and when you're up, you sit on an elevator at the top of the tower, and the elevator starts to go up and go down slowly, and suddenly it stops. And when it stops, it suddenly goes down, all the way down, and you really feel emptiness in your stomach. It's really scary because everyone is screaming, you feel a lot of emotions, but the adrenaline you feel make you want to go up again. Um, but after all the fun we had, I remember when the hurricane was going to beat Orlando, we had to buy provisions to stay in the hotel because in 2 days we could not go out because it was really dangerous. The wind could be so high that it could take a person right out, and it was really dangerous. So we stayed in the hotel and we were so aware of the notices. At the start, it was normal. We felt the wind going through the window, but it was not so hard. I remember that it was like 12 a.m. and we decided to sleep because it was not so hard where we were. But at the next day, we discovered that at the coast of Florida, uh, the hurricane had raised with entire houses and persons, and a lot of people died. It was really terrifying, trust me. And we just thank God that we were not there, and we just hope that everyone that were there could get better if didn't die. And that's all. We really enjoyed that trip, but it was such a terrifying moment. Can you believe the the feelings we had at the least when we entered that it had happened at the coast? And I really recommend you that if you're going to travel, first plan everything and watch out the weather. Watch out that little things that could completely change your trip to a terrifying experience.